Hello, this is Kilgo with a bit of a different project here. Since Super Marisa World is drawing to a close, and the English patch for MegaMari was just recently released, I decided that I would take this on. I'm going to attempt a 1 credit clear. It may turn into a 1 life clear, but no guarantees. So there's enough in certain stages that may end up going wrong, but I will certainly shoot for that. So yeah, look at that there. There's some English words. You can actually read this now. People can understand what is going on. The story is really not all that particularly interesting. It's just Patchy is fed up with having books stolen, so she quote-unquote remodels the library, so it's this giant fucking castle now. And she's like, okay, now Marisa isn't gonna get anything. But so Marisa says, no, fuck you, I'm gonna go get some stuff. And Alice isn't even mentioned in the prologue there at all, which is kind of a shame. Isn't it sad, Alice? Okay, let's start this off. Look at that. We have descriptions. It's not like we're strangers, but it won't be caught off guard. Can't get all cocky just because it's Cirno. I'll learn about this one's unbelievable secret. She seems like a small, strong, agile devil. I have no idea if you guys will be able to read these on YouTube, even with the high-quality options, so I'm reading these out loud. If she spots me, I'm at risk of being cut down. She seems pretty aloof, but she's actually pretty, you know. Rabbit stew tonight? EM waves aren't good for the body. A genius of weird medicines. I'm interested in her recipes. Okay, so we're gonna start with the obvious route. If when in doubt, go to Cirno first. And of course, the names up there were already translated. Now, the way I tend to play Mega Man games, I tend to go through the stage simply using the Buster. I don't, even when situations call for it, I tend not to, well, call for it in the sense that they make the stage a hell of a lot easier. I tend to avoid using special weapons, which you will see later in things like, in Yomu's stage when we have the trek across the river. I tend to Buster it the whole way. Just, I don't know, it's like a little extra challenge. It seems, I don't know what it is. I guess I'm just like OCD about using weapon energy. I don't know what it is. And MegaMari in particular, I tend to avoid using Alice unless I have to for whatever reason. Probably because unless you're at point blank range, your shot is pretty unimpressive. So yeah, this is Marisa has the basic Mega Man shots. She can jump, she can shoot, can't slide because this game is based on the Mega Man 2 engine, and it's more than just the engine, which is just straight jump and slide. That's Lily White. She's really obnoxious, and whenever she shows up, it's a pain in the ass trying to get rid of her. That's getting hit. That's never a good thing. Try to avoid doing that. This is Alice. Instead of the standard shot, she has this constant laser dealy here, which is pretty weak unless you get like unless you run into someone with the cone part. Then it becomes a lot more powerful. Unlike the X series, even when you have 2 guys, like in X8, you get 2 guys at once during a stage. Unlike that game, specifically unlike Mega Man X8, if one character dies here, that's it. Like you have to, it's like in Mega Man X8, I think if one character died, you would just switch to the other one, and you might even be able to resurrect the one that died if you wait long enough and gather enough energy. I don't remember exactly what the prerequisites were. It's been a while since I played that game. But yeah, one character dies here. It's like it's dying in a normal Mega Man game. Lily's gonna show up. Yes, she is. Okay. Also, unlike in Mega Man X8, when you beat a boss, only one person gets the weapon. Whereas in X8, in X5 and X6, and probably X7, I never played X7 because I heard nothing but horror stories about it. But in basically every X game where you had multiple characters, everyone got whatever weapon you got for beating a boss. In this game, doesn't work that way. Only one character gets a weapon. And some are fairly obvious which ones you want to get. And Cirno's one of those. Marisa's Cirno weapon is pretty much useless, whereas Alice's is actually somewhat useful. Hooray, ice physics! We went to the ice hole first. How smart was that? Alright, this is the big mech eye from Mega Man 1 being piloted by one of the Taints rabbits. I have no idea what one of the Taints rabbits is doing at the frozen lake. Alright, here's a good spot to use Alice. See how those guys are on that level? Marisa can't shoot them? Alice can. Now, when I'm doing Buster fights for bosses, I tend to lead with Alice to do as much damage as I can with her crappier shot, and then then go in later with Marisa's better shot. All right, so this is her. Get behind Cirno when she does this, and you just sit there, and she can't hit you. Okay, that's... Oh, I'm going to switch to Marisa for this one, because I don't want to risk getting hit by that. Oh, the ice will hit me anyway. That does a lot of damage. Alright. Oh, and Cirno's dead already. Okay, she actually falls pretty quickly. It leaves the weapon there. You can switch to whichever character you want. I'm going to get Cirno's weapon with Alice. And each has their own individual got weapon theme. Which I think X4 and X5 did that. And maybe the games beyond. Alice got White Rose Cluster. Yeah, it's Ice Vulcan is Marisa's weapon. It's incredibly useless. It's the needle cannon, except worse. Whereas the White Rose Cluster is like it's a combination of the Pharaoh shot and atomic fire, which is weird because it's a nice weapon. Alright, so that's it for this first video. In the next video, I'm going to be taking on 18, who is weak to Cirno's shots.